the foundational subject at school, of course, should be awareness. I mean, is that so difficult to understand? The most consciousness is the primordial subject that underlies all other subjects at school. And then that's how it starts. So now we most of us do it as adults. But what could have perhaps been done in a more enlightened civilization at school, we do it and that's fine. At least it's happening now, and eventually, it may even reach politicians and media people. Eventually, even they may be destined to become conscious. So, in the meantime, I recommend that you're very careful with linking into the collective at the present time, especially. Be very careful when you connect with social media, mainstream media, whatever media it is, because in many ways, it is toxic and very unconscious. So you wouldn't voluntarily expose yourself to a virus that's quite dangerous. You wouldn't go out and say, okay, well, I'll go to an environment where many people are infected with this virus and hope for the best. I wouldn't do that. In the same way, be very careful when you link into those forms of media, because a lot of what's going on there is a viral infection of the collective. So yes, a minimum to know what's going on, that's fine. You want to know what's going on. But beyond that, you do not need to listen for 1, 2, or 3 hours of 5 people on the screen talking to each other, how dreadful the situation is. And so because you absorb that. And don't expose yourself to unnecessary risks of catching collective mental viruses. Although, of course, the more present you are, the more immunity you have, but still, you wouldn't even want to, even if you have the immunity, why expose yourself to that? It's more important that if you contribute to the discourse through social media or whatever, if you use any of these things, whatever they're called, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, or whatever, just make sure that everything you put out is conscious. It's not a reactive thing, not attacking anybody. Don't confuse the virus, that mental virus that people get infected by, with who they essentially are. So whatever you put out, make sure it's something of a constructive nature that does not contribute to human unconsciousness, but diminishes human unconsciousness. So it's a wonderfully challenging time we live in, but that's a good thing.